February is Black History Month, and each day we're highlighting stories that celebrate Black heritage and culture. And today, the spotlight is on a Pulitzer Prize-winning play written and first on stage in the early 1980s.
And now for the first time, a soldier's play is on Broadway. CBS 2's Dana Tyler says in many ways, this story is as relevant today as it was during World War II.
Set on an Army base in segregated Louisiana, Sergeant Vernon C. Waters is tormented by self-hate and rage.
The only thing that will move the race is power.
Three-time Tony Award nominee David Alan Grier is the sergeant in command of black soldiers. Some he persecuted. Blair Underwood is the captain, a lawyer, assigned to investigate the sergeant's murder.
One morning, during mid-April 1944, a colored tech sergeant, Vernon C. Waters, assigned to the 221st Chemical Smoke Generating Company, stationed here before transfer to Europe, was brutally shot to death.
His authority is immediately called into question.
May I speak freely?
You haven't stopped yet, Captain.
How far do you think you could get? Even if you succeed, these locals aren't going to charge a white man in this parish based on the strength of an investigation conducted by a Negro.
It's one of my favorite scenes, what he sees as a black man in a uniform of equal ranks. We're both captains. He says, it's very startling, just seeing you, trying to process all of that. All my radars are up on that stage. So in those moments, you know, you hear the gasps some night, but more importantly, you feel it. You can feel it. Just sometimes it's just stunned silence.
Jerry O'Connell says this play is the most important thing he's ever worked on, and learning to portray a racially insensitive character was demanding.
And it is very difficult for me. It's just very difficult for me to personally, I know it's a character that I'm up there saying these words, but it's difficult for me to say these words.
But the actor was pushed past his discomfort by Tony-winning director Kenny Leon.
I just challenged him. I said, you know, there are 9 black men and 3 white men in this play. You have to carry the weight of this white man who has warts and sides of him that are not so pleasant. Then you have to put yourself back in the 40s.
Playwright Charles Fuller was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Drama for A Soldier's Play. The Negro Ensemble Company staged it off-Broadway in 1981. Actors Adolph Caesar and young Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson embodied roles familiar to Fuller.
Humans are, if anything, not perfect. And so, having been in the Army with a lot of nuts and great guys, I could always look back to find a character that I needed in a story.
The 1984 film A Soldier's Story was nominated for 3 Oscars, including Best Picture. The murder mystery exposes the disrespect black soldiers endured from whites and each other.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Why don't you drop dead, Sarge?
No, I'm gonna drop you.
And the ingratitude they faced.
If you're willing to die for your country should be able to at least look at you and say thank you.
Leon uses music to underscore the soldier's service, sacrifice, and what he calls cultural baggage.
Sort of tie these chain gang, prison songs throughout the piece, just to give it some depth in terms of African Americans' contribution to America. Actually, I'm asking you at the end of the play, you know, when is the perfect time for all of us to grow into our true American selves?
Dana Tyler, CBS 2 News.
Good question. The Roundabout Theater production of A Soldier's Play is at the American Airlines Theater on 42nd Street now through March 15th. And we will be celebrating Black History Month all month long. Look for our reports each evening right here on CBS 2 News at 5 and also on our streaming service, CBS and New York. And we have a special section on our website for Black History Month at cbsnewyork.com.
So textured and so layered. I really want to see that.
Me too.
So good.